Pass to Lee. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Nets.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
MP, the pass to Simmons. Outside Irving. And he drops in the layup off the... Irving's got 6.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Back to Irving. To the paint. Here's MP. And it won't go. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. The Pistons trailing. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Claxton, he's checked in from Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Kyrie Irving.
Cameron Thomas.
Get outside, get outside.
20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Lee, covered by MP. That one goes. Count it.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
MP outside. Fires for 3. Here's Claxton. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Now that's the way you want to end the quarter, with the momentum on your side.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Nets out in front, leading by 9. And we'll bring you the start of quarter. And he's one of the game's best closers. But to hear Kyrie Irving tell it, he's got to start too.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game, and that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
You know, Grant, when he gets a lather going, Irving can seem like he's got the cheat code.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach, he's got the green light from start to finish. When he gets rolling, it can rub off on everyone else.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
On the floor for the Nets, we've got Ben Simmons. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. MP is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Thomas in at the 2. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Jeremy Grant, the 39th pick back in 2014, has become a leader for the Pistons. He said, I'm enjoying it. I want to be a lot better, and I want to keep growing. I don't want to be stagnant. I just want to embrace the role and help the team get better from here.
Well, he's got all the tools to be a complete player, Allie. No question.
An exceptional leaper with a great motor. Good luck keeping Bagley off the boards.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Well, one thing we can take away from the 2021 season, the enjoyment that it brought to people during such a tough time, Chris.
Oh, man, you're right, B.A. Everyone was happy. Everybody was happy to have a full season, even if you couldn't watch all the games in person. But I tell you what, it was just what we needed.
Stewart, he's checked in for Olynyk. Grant comes in for Bagley, and Joseph is subbed in for Lee. Drummond's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Harris. Drummond against Stewart. Now here's Drummond. He's closely guarded, and he comes up with a bucket.
It's almost impossible to keep Drummond from scoring inside, no matter how physical you get with him.
Well, Grant, at this point in his career, I think it's safe to say Andre Drummond will go down as one of the game's premier rebounders.
Yeah, you just don't call him a specialist because there's a lot more to Drummond's game than just rebounding. Rim protection, points in the paint. He does just about everything you want in a big man. When he's on the floor, he lightens the load on every other member of their front court.
The Nets with a lead. Here's Thomas.
Very few miscues from this team tonight. They valued their possessions and hold the lead, partly because of it.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Claxton, and it's Curry in for Thomas. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Stewart. Here's Bay. Takes the 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Over to the left wing. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
The versatility of Simmons astounding. Amazing. Impressed.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Nets. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different. He's checked in for Brooklyn.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving.
Bay and Grant make up the forward pair. Corey Joseph out there with Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the center position. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Off the court, Irving has a reputation for speaking his mind, but I respect that. He's authentic. At the end of the day, his play speaks for itself anyway.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the offensive.
And stolen by Stewart. And they're pushing it up. Here's Grant. He can't get that one to fall. The Nets go the other way with it. 17 points was their biggest margin. MP, the pass to Durant. Back to MP from deep three-point range. And again, it's the Nets missing. Detroit has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Pass to Joseph. Back to Bay. Here's Cunningham. 5 on the clock.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
Drummond passes to MP. Now here's Brown. Back to MP. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Jeremy Grant.
You have to avoid being too physical with MP. He just does a terrific job there getting the defense to overcompensate.
Brooklyn making some changes. Aldridge is checked in for Drummond. Claxton comes in for Durant. And Simmons is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. It's good.
They're doing the job on both ends, hacking offensively.
Now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
To the inside. MP finds Aldridge. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
MP.
Aldridge has got 7 points.
What a find. MP setting up the easy bucket.
Down low. Here's Bagley. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks. And looking at Marvin Bagley, the talent is evident. A big man who can go out and get you a double-double any night. Plays with just an infectious energy, too.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, there's an annual survey of NBA executives. Going into last season, the Pistons were selected for worst offseason. But
Coming onto the floor for the Nets. At the line for the Nets, Kevin Durant.
And the winning mentality of Durant, I mean, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back.
On the floor for the Nets, Harrison Durant in as the forwards. MP is out there with Goran Dragic, and it's Sharp in at the 5 spot.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. And here's Dragic. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs. Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws. Dragic with it. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Pass to Claxton. Shot from 16. Rebounded by the Pistons. And now the Pistons in transition. Here's Magruder. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
there goes your son.
Long home.
Congratulations, my team goat. All right, let's take a break from the awards to recognize another winner.
You all voted, and we now have the winner of our 2K TV Jersey Design Contest.
All of the jerseys were amazing, but there can only be one winner. So congratulations to...
Drum roll, please.
Trill Talk 211. Today we welcome back Trill, one of the participants in the Jersey Design Contest. Trill, how's it going?
At small forward, as the other forward position.
It's the NBA on 2K. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being...
Thank you, Kip.
I agree, David. They are a quality organization. They always find a way. Thank you. So the next starting 5. Bruce Brown is out there with Durant. That's Kyrie Irving. And there's... Set it up! Each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Now, here's Birch, guarded by Kerr. Durant with the steal. Into the lane, and then Durant with the dunk.
The long strides of Durant gliding through the lane. Throw it down, big fella.
Pass to Van Vliet.
2 minutes left in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the first quarter. It's stolen by Brown. To the inside. And Katie the bucket on the assist by Brown. 6 points for Kevin Durant. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
The Raptors making a switch here. Young's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Drummond. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And Simmons subbed in for Curry. Yep, that one goes in there.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the pass to Mikhailuk. Over MP. Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
MP, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. They trail by 1. They're getting their first look at this season at the Nets in this one.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred Van Vliet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
Simmons against Van Vliet. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Birch finds Barnes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line
And their
for your
success rate
Raptors.
on the season, right around 77%.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's MP. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Assist from
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
That's a 2 from Barnes. No good. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Nets as they end the first quarter in a 14-6 run. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Well, plenty of firepower, but Kyrie Irving committed to digging in at the defensive end as well.
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our assistants.
now into the
In
lineup
for the Nets. Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Brown comes in for Joe Harris. MP's checked in for Thomas. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Ben Simmons. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's MP. Then there's Irving. And it's Brown in at the 3. Here's MP. Stolen by Brooks. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Barnes got the ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Here's Siakam. The shot will not fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
Barnes kicks to Van Vliet. Barnes, right side. 6 on the shot clock. And that one, good.
Elevating his playmaking over time. Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. And MP with the basket on the assist by Irving. MP's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Nets. Passes it to Brooks. Uncovered. Here's Birch. Some solid defense there from KD. The 3 from MP. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so we conclude the first half. Brooklyn ahead as they wrap up the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Is here for the Raptors. Boucher comes in for Pascal Siakam. Young is subbed in for Brooks. The Nets have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
That's good from Thomas. Steve is a bigger guard with a great three-point shot. You have to think you would have done well in today's game.
Yeah, Kevin, but probably as a center, a pick and pop big, because everybody's playing smaller now. So I doubt you would find me in the backcourt.
They've got Young and Van Vliet out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Barnes and it's Boucher in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Young inside. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Now, MP. Driving the lane. Count that bucket. MP's got 12.
You've got to hit MP harder than that if you want to stop him. He's good at fighting through contact.
Here's Van Vliet. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
MP passes to Claxton. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Raptors trail by 18. Pass to Boucher. No good on the 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Down low. Here's MP. Rebound by the Raptors. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And the dunk by Boucher.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All Van Vliet does is make winning plays.
Simmons looking around. Inside. Knocked loose. MP against Brooks. MP kicks to Thomas. 5 to shoot. A 3 from MP. Another miss by MP. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Intelligent pass by Fred. Knows how to get the ball to a ready shooter.
Here's MP. He's got 12. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Ken Burge is checked in for the Raptors. And a new group in for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Thomas. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for MP. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. KD against Barnes. Van Vliet passes to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Now here's Birch. Pass to Boucher. Overturned. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Coming onto the floor for your Raptors, Pascal Siakam.
Here's Simmons. From deep. Can't connect. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Curry, and Simmons is out there with Durant. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Irving at the point guard.
They should.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
What's going on, Coach?
MP, how you feeling? You getting a little more settled in?
Yeah, I feel good. You know, I feel like I'm getting to know everything. I'm learning the playbook, the city. Just a lot to take in at first.
Yeah, it sure is. Listen, I don't want you to get discouraged, but we are not ready to put you in the starting lineup yet.
When you say we, do you mean coach?
I mean we. I mean the whole coaching staff.
And what about Mr. Lesser?
Including Harvey. Look, remember when we talked at the beginning of the season and I laid out what was expected of you?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, well, do you think you've hit those goals adequately?
But you can't keep track of everything that's in the score box.
Look, I know you're upset, MP, okay? But you got to be honest with yourself. Look, you got work.
There goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
Why are you trying to make this so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. That's your job.
Born alone what the motto is. Lived up to every word, overly proud of it. But knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is. Our father who out in the living room. Know where I'm attached, even when I'm attached to the stool. Thinking I'm doing more than I am, so you hand me the news like I know everything that you on. I'm actually you. I grew up outside just like the rest of us did, him included. Prayer hands up for all of the ways that I've been influenced. Fully loaded, one for the crew, stick and moving. 14 in my pop hands, hoping his grip will loosen, but if it didn't, he never was, so I was good on a couple decisions. Remember so-and-so had pulled out a bucket to pitching. I fell back when I would normally jump in position. Regretted it till they put everyone under the prison. That's like 1 of 100 times. But feeling obligated to jump up in front of the line, stuck in mind between a corner store and a blurry line. With it forever and a lobster is butterflied, stuck in mind. Down for whatever, nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined, and knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise, if memory serves me.
How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for asking. I appreciate me. here. Like, for real, Trill Talk, that's amazing, you know. I'm sure my teammates gonna be happy. That 250 KBC gonna come in handy with my center.
Now, one thing I love about
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
Patrick Williams.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining and checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Kyrie Irving out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then it's Bruce Brown. And it's Durant in at the 4. And for Chicago, Ball and Levine make up the backcourt. Substitution here for Chicago. Thompson, he's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Williams. White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Dosunmu in for Ball.
Well, the elevated playmaking from DeRozan has been a revelation of late. An all-around threat who still feels underappreciated by many, and I think that drives him quite a bit.
MP against DeRozan. It's stolen by Green. Pass to White. Here's Dosunmu. 17 points in his last outing. Outside White. Shoots. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
He's not an easy guy to get a shot up and over. Aldridge has those long arms, and his timing's good, too.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Aldridge with the bucket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly, that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Dosunmu. He's guarded by Irving. DeRozan against Simmons. Back to White. From behind the arc. He can't get it to go. And Brooklyn going the other way now. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
Talent-wise, they've got the upper hand. I mean, they won every matchup between these teams last year.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
Just 3 to shoot. And here's MP from outside. DeRozan with the rebound. Chicago leading. Pass to Dosunmu. DeRozan against Simmons. Now here's DeRozan. He's guarded closely. Off with the layup.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Green against MP, and the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Here's Dosunmu. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Outside White. No good from outside. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They lead by... And thanks again for tuning. Kyrie Irving has been on display for the...
Now into the
making some changes. White comes in for Williams, and it's Dosunmu in for Ball.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nets.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kyrie Irving.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
DeMar DeRozan is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's DeSumo. And it's Levine in a small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pass to MP. Here's Dragic. Clock at 6. Back to MP. Here's Sharp. Good. And the assist goes to MP. And the Nets lead by 19.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And, you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. So long, everybody.
There goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
Why are you trying to make this story?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. That's your job.
Born alone what the motto is. Lived up to every word, overly proud of it. But knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is. Our father who out in the living room. Know where I'm attached, even when I'm attached to the stool. Thinking I'm doing more than I am, so you hand me the news like I know everything that you on. I'm actually you. I grew up outside just like the rest of us did. Him included. Prayer hands up for all of the ways that I've been influenced. Fully loaded. One for the crew. Stick and moving. 14 in my pop hands. Hoping this grip.
Love about you is that you're actually designing these jerseys for other teams. So talk about your background in that and helping the community out with your designs.
Sure. So I got a degree in graphic design and web development. And I just wanted to, I see a lot of jerseys out there and they kind of look the same. But when I design like in real life for clients, I pretty much always want to make it cater to them.
We're the land of the free.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Back. Hey, Dave. Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Curry. Andre Drummond is out there with Durant. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. And for...
Now
they're going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Lopez. Wagner comes in for Wendell Carter. Okiki's checked in for Wagner. And Anthony's subbed in for Son. And a new group in for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Andre Drummond. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. MP's checked in for Brown. And it's Ben Simmons in for Seth Curry. MP, offensive rebound. Aldridge trying to break free. MP, good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
That's to Okiki. No good. That would have tied it. So the Magic, their last game, a win against Utah. Harris outside. MP fires from way outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. The Magic trail by 3. Let's a floater go. A shot by Anthony, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Irving passes to Aldridge. Over Anthony. Aldridge double teamed. Count that one.
Ooh, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
The Magic have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Second chance shot. And it's Wagner missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
MP, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this is where MP's raw talent and toughness really stand out, attacking in the painted area.
The Nets have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. He's off on the first. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. He hits the second from the line. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Anthony kicks to Wagner. Fultz against MP to end the run. 5 on the clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
So it's Orlando now. And it's Wagner missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 6. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And there's Fultz. And it's Okiki in at the small forward position. That's the group's. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to get.
Now into the lineup for the Nets.
Dragic dishes to MP. Misses.
Can we remember that Mo Bamba has a 7'10" wingspan? That will alter a shot or two.
So it's the Nets picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.
There goes your son.
I want it to be different. I want it to be unique. And really, I like kind of look up the background of what the name is and go from there.
What about these jerseys stood out to you? I mean, I looked at them and I was like, I gotta book a vacation or something, because these jerseys are like super relaxing and they're also very cool in terms of like the theme and design on them. How did you get inspired to make these?
So, with Dotcation, that's
High above the vibrant downtown of New Orleans, we've got action from the Big Easy tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. 2 slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Berry, our analysts tonight. Brian, Allie, it's all yours.
BA, we've seen smaller market teams.
Well, we'll see what comes of it, Allie. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. Kevin Durant is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Seth Curry, and it's Brown in at the 3. All right, Brent. considered to be contenders.
Well, look at teams who are playing lesser opponents to just try and put games away as early as possible. A win in November and December means just as much as the ones that happen after the All-Star break. So the importance on that first 20-game run for a veteran team can make all the difference.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes.
Graham against Simmons. Outside Ingram. Pass to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Marshall, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And a change for the Nets. Claxton, he's checked in for Curry. There's 1:40 left to play in the first. Jones. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. For Brooklyn, they've got 7 of 15 to find the net. Pass to Claxton. MP outside. Inside. Aldridge down low. He's defended by Hayes. And Aldridge with the basket on the assist by MP.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
And they double up Graham. On the wing, Jones. He can't hit that time. The Nets go the other way with it. There's 53 seconds left in the opening quarter. MP right side. 11 feet out. Jones with the block. And he gets it back. Shot clock at 5. From deep, here's Simmons. And it's Graham with the rebound. Graham's got 4 rebounds in the game. New Orleans in the lead. And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some...
Now into the lineup for the Nets.
On the floor for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant is out there with Bruce Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's MP in at the 2. Down low. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
It looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Irving finds Aldridge. And he's going for the lob.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Ingram. The 11-footer. And it's Irving with a rebound. The Nets have gone 8 of 15 in the second.
Well, after going first to nobody's surprise in June 2019, Zion Williamson had to wait a little bit before he got his first NBA game, suffering that knee injury in the preseason. And that debut came in January the 22nd of 2020.
McCollum against Irving. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. It's about Zion getting up.
Pass to Durant. MP left side. Kick out to Brown. It's stolen by Ingram. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. McCollum against Irving. Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. Rebounded by the Nets. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
And they dominated this team last season. Big difference in talent level.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Brown on the wing. Here's MP. And he drops it in from the low post. MP's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Inside the paint, MP plays with real heart, not allowing the defense to discourage him.
Here's McCollum. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Aldridge. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back to the game after this break. You could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
It's an all-Duke forward pair. Ingram the 3, Zion the 4. Devontae Graham out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Drummond against Ingram. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Brown finds Irving. Count it. Irving's got 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Graham against Drummond. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, pretty dialed in right now as Zion is hitting everything. The team hoping he can maintain this.
Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Sends it home with some pep.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. McCollum with it. Durant covering. Pass to Ingram.
Now into the lineup for the Nets.
There's McCollum with the 3. And knocks down the 3.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Who wants the free t-shirt? I can't hear you. Make some noise. Look who's coming to the court. Come on, get up and get loud for your Pelicans dance team. All right, look who's coming to the court. Come on, get up and get loud for your
Time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Man, he's really...
there goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
That's the name of the team I was playing on. Shout out to AP Pureblood, that's her brand. What we wanted to represent is like just like the NBA, they're always talking about like after you get them out of there, they're going on vacation. You know, like LeBron's going on vacation early. So as you see, the O is a bullseye. So we're shooting the lights out and we want to see you on vacation. So it's a subtle message.
Coming up next, the Nets taking on the Thunder. For the Nets, they are on cloud 9, reaching for the stars. Only one loss in recent memory. Their trajectory just continues to ascend as they march towards the top. Thunder, Nets. The tip-off coming up right after this. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Good evening, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander loves getting to the rim. Last season, he led the league in drives per game by a wide margin. Matter of fact,
like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. DA, thank you. So the Nets starting 5. Curry is out there with Irving. And it's
coming on to the floor for the Nets.
Everybody getting comfortable with their roles.
Well, you know, hopefully that's been established by now, Kevin. And even this early, you'd like that to be kind of anchored in. There's not a lot of time for the feeling out process in the NBA. You know, once the game starts for real, they come pretty fast and furious.
Aldridge dishes to MP. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And the foul called on MP.
That
is his first foul of the game.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And it's not the highlight reel plays that make Gilgeous-Alexander effective. It's the little things, like his lethal mid-range jumper.
Outside Aldridge. Outside Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's the break. Pass to Pokusevski. Now, here is Muscala. Guarded by Harris. Here's Mann. And the 3 off target.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Right side, Thomas. Over Roby. And the shot is long. When they're trailing by 5. There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Thomas. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. MP outside. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by Muscala. Oklahoma City's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Mann for the 3. The shot that time, not on target. MP passes to Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
What a read from MP. I love how he looks to get it to his open teammates.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from OKC Arena. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead. And the Thunder making a change here. Mand's checked in. So for the Nets. On the wing, MP. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Claxton the pass to MP. And it's in there. MP's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Largely because of that win, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
The drive by MP. Misses from short range. To the paint. Here's Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And so how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
There goes your son. You want it and you got it.
Why are you trying to make it so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. It's your job.
Alone with the motto is lived up to every word, overly proud of it, but knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is, our father who out in the living room, know where I'm attached, even when I'm attached to the stool, thinking I'm doing more than I am till you hear me the news, like I know everything that you're on. I'm actually you. I grew up outside just like the rest of us did, him included. Prayer hands up for all of the ways that I've been influenced, fully loaded, one for the crew, sticking moving, 14 in my pop hands, hoping his grip will loosen, but if it didn't, he never was, so I was good on a couple decisions. Remember so-and-so had pulled out a bucket to pitching, I fell back when I
Gotta face this nigga Kelly.
You know, you see it.
I love that, and the fans love them too as they voted on it. But talk about your background in competitive 2K, because I know you're a big gamer and you love competing competitively.
Definitely. So I play Pro-Am. It's very similar. It reminds me to like when I play AAU basketball and college ball. So it's pretty much, you know, you can control your own.
It's always happening in Brooklyn. The Barclays Center, right in the middle of all the action. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian. We knew the Nets had talent. It was just a matter of letting the chemistry develop. But it's come along. Kevin Durant said it's fun out there. You have veterans that know how to play. It feels like these guys can finish my sentence for me. They know the game inside and out. So it's pretty smooth. Guys?
All right, thanks, Allie. A lot of star power in the front court between these teams. Chris, who is the best forward you ever played with?
Wow, when I think of forwards that I played with, I'd definitely have to go to my man Pager, Juwan Howard. Pager, small forward, Juwan. Here we go. Power forward, small forward, he can just do it all.
Substitution here for Brooklyn. Aldridge is checked in for Drummond. Harris comes in for Durant. MP's checked in for Brown. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Curry. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Kuminga, he's checked in for Green. Porter Jr. comes in for Wiggins. Payton's checked in for Thompson. And it's Poole in for Curry. Harris outside. MP, the pass to Aldridge. Counted.
Such a nice touch on the ball from Aldridge. He knows exactly how much power to put on the inside shot.
The Warriors leading. Pass to Wiseman. Here's Porter beyond the arc. And it's Irving with a rebound.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. And for the Warriors, they're shooting only 39% in the early going. Left side Porter. Over Harris. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. And it's Irving missing.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Outside Payton. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Outside Payton. And again, no good by Golden State. Brooklyn trailing. MP drives in. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Taking initiative on the drive. When MP sees a lane open up, he rips right through it.
Irving against Poole. Pass to Wiseman. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Warriors ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we've seen the development of Andrew Wiggins in Golden State.
The best on our team love to teach.
Brad Wiggins seems to be taking that next step.
Yes, he is. I mean, the former #1 overall pick. With a fresh start, some of that pressure is off. Doesn't have to be a star. His best is good enough.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to imagine they're feeling pretty confident the way things have gone.
This quarter, they should be. Another quarter like this, and they'll be riding high in halftime.
We've got Nicholas Claxton. Ben Simmons is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's MP, and it's Thomas in a shooting guard. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. MP shot is off. The Warriors shooting just around 36%. Not the best execution. And that one's good. Poole.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Warriors are trying to get back to the top of the Western Conference. Stephen Curry said, quote, "It's tough. Guys want to outperform and exceed expectations. Nobody is content."
Get the fuck out of here.
It's a challenge we all need to take head on.
Yeah, they're trying to bring it all together, Allie. Thank you. Timeout called. Brooklyn. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
Last year, they made easy work of this club, sweeping the 2-game season.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got
I want to hear you.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much. And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you.
Yeah, MP saying all the right things in public. What did you expect? That's what he's supposed to say. But I'm hearing he wants out. That's right. He wants to be traded. The coach doesn't like him. He doesn't like the coach. So it's no surprise, really. Plus, he's spoiled. He's used to getting whatever he wants just because people know his face. But it doesn't work like that in the NBA. You got to earn your respect here. If MP thinks a change of scenery...
There goes your son. You want it and you got it.
Why are you trying to make this so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. That's your job.
Born alone what the motto is. Lived up to every word, overly proud of it. But knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is. Our father who out in the living room. Know where I'm attached, even when I'm attached to the stool. Thinking I'm doing more than I am till you hear me the news. Like I know everything that you on. I'm actually you. I grew up outside just like the rest of us did. Him included. Prayer hands up for all of the ways that I've been influenced. Fully loaded. One for the crew. Stick it moving. 14 in my pop hands. Hoping his grip will loosen. But if it didn't, he never was. So I was good on a couple decisions. Remember so-and-so had pulled out a bucket to pitching. I fell back when I would normally jump in position. Regretted it till they put everyone under the prison. That's like 1 of 100 times. But feeling obligated to jump up in front the line. Stuck a mind between a corner store and a blurry line. With it forever and a lobster's butterfly. Stuck a mind down for whatever. Nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined. And knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times. I already knew the script. What a surprise. If memory serves me, I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the
player, you gotta play with your team to work with them. So I like that mode the best, although I also play like other modes too, like 3-on-3. But with that, I play Pro-Am myself competitively. I was in the 2K League draft this season. Didn't get picked. Raw.
I love that. And talk about your advocacy for women in gaming and what that...
Is your starting five. Starting at
Brooklyn Nets.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Jordan Alexander down to David Aldridge standing by for the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Big man Jared Allen challenge.
Absolutely, David. He knows his role, doesn't he? Thanks for that report. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Darius Garland is out there with
Cavaliers substitution.
first quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. LeVert with it. His last outing, he had 18
That's
points.
A lot,
and the foul
man.
called on MP. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Lowry Markkanen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Outside, Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Garland kicks to Allen. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And a lot of people thought they were the favorites going into that one, but it ended up being a much tougher game than most anticipated, and they just fell short. And this is where MP's raw talent and toughness really stand out, attacking in the painted area.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown. And then for Cleveland, Okoro comes in for Mobley. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Garland. Outside, Sexton.
That's his second foul of the first quarter.
Fucking ball, bro.
For a while to avoid number 3.
And guys, let's get your take on Here's Garland. 7 points in the game. Seth Curry is out there with MP. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Durant, and it's Brown in at small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Back to Garland. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
This guy is such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, the title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks. Nets trail by 4.
You know, Karis LeVert really delivers exactly what you want from a guy in his position, which is points.
Right. For Karis, it's about capitalizing on every opportunity the defense gives you. He's got enough range to complement an elite driving game.
Let's do it. Jump up.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cleveland ahead, up by 5. Live from Brooklyn, New York. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustment. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Hey, look, man, we need to talk about this Kendrick Perkins report.
What about that? I mean, I had some good moments this year, but this is where I want to be. Look, I started my career here. I want.
There goes your son.
That means to you.
I'm very happy to be representing women in gaming. I myself want to pave the way for people after me. So even if I have to do kind of the dirty work to get in there, I want to definitely do that because it's important. I want gaming to be genderless, you know, it's be for everybody because anybody can pick up a controller, you know, and play. Especially if you played ball before like I have. So the basketball IQ pretty much.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set for basketball. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Brian, we've heard a lot of critique of some of the fouls that are called. Ask Warriors head coach Steve Kerr. He said, quote, "We've gotten out of control, gifting offensive players the ability to jump 3 or 4 feet into a guy and draw a foul. It's not a basketball play. Give the defensive player some benefit of the doubt, guys."
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. And the starting lineup for the Magic. Fultz and Suggs are the 1 and the 2. Wagner is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Bamba in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nets, they've got Kevin Durant. Seth Curry is out for Grant. Being on the same page early in the year.
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
To the inside. Here's MP. Now here's Harris. Back to MP. To the paint. Aldridge passes to MP. Clock at 4. Irving for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Fultz. Uses the glass on the layup.
Much respect to Fultz for his attitude. Even when he gets bumped around, he stays with it. Superb body control.
Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
Irving against Fultz. Pass to Wagner. Isaac left side. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
At 6'10" and athletic, Isaac's a real threat on the offensive board. That's why you got to box him out.
Irving, the pass to MP. Here's Simmons, pounded by Fultz. Back to MP. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists in the game. 16 seconds left to play in the first. On the wing, Isaac. From deep. Aldridge pulls down the board. MP outside. Fires the 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Magic out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some good line change here for Brooklyn. So Orlando going with an almost entire new group here. Bamba's checked in for Lopez. Carter comes in for Wagner. Wagner's checked in for Isaac. And Suggs is subbed in for Anthony.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
To the middle. Here's Bamba. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
After a deep collegiate championship run, Jalen Suggs looks so ready for the pressures of league play.
Oh, he's got ice in his veins for sure. Taking his college team to the finals with a buzzer-beating three-pointer, that kind of grit will serve him well in the NBA.
On the court for the Magic, Fultz and Suggs are the 1 and the 2. Wendell Carter is out there with Mo Bamba. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allen LaForce.
Well, Jonathan Isaac making his return from that knee.
Okay. So
the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that... And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, pretty evenly. Some changes. Isaac, he's checked in for Bamba, and Anthony subbed in for Fultz. Isaac and Carter up front. Anthony is out there with Suggs, and it's Wagner in at small forward. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Back to MP. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Orlando. They trail by 14. Pass to Wagner.
That's his second personal.
Right down. I'm staying at the Magic.
Okay. Yeah. I want some popcorn.
Popcorn?
Yeah.
Not right now.
The snack on, yeah.
I gotta put you some in the car.
Huh? I didn't hear no bag. I didn't hear you say bag. I said no.
The first one falls.
Yeah, I think you said. I heard you say put some. If I'm not high, you not high. So what are you talking about?
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
To the paint. MP right side. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Now you have to avoid being too physical with MP. He just does a terrific job there getting the defense to overcompensate.
And both free throws good for MP.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Ooh.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, so Ricky tells me the trade rumors are making you nervous?
There goes your son.
18. Love.
Goes hand in hand.
Mhm.
All year I got the privilege when I played point guard and shooting guard. So I always.
As long as they ain't got no seafood in it, I'm good.
Talk to my teammates about it now. Like right now, I have
Yeah.
a team records only.
You're not
I'm
supposed
playing like
to.
player coach. You know what I mean? Shout out to Women in Gaming because we're here and we're staying here. You know.
I love that, and of course you've won the reward for it. You have any
Yeah,
plans with that?
that's not good. We're supposed to eat it all the way cooked. Oh.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another
He
edition
eats
of
too much of her own
DA,
shit.
it's all-
Thank you, Kevin.
Interesting, DA. Thank you. So the next starting five. We've got Durant. Seth Curry is out there with Kyrie Irving.
Like a fucking
Then there's
chicken.
Andre Drummond, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Patient
Both of them
and
look like a
unforgiving.
chicken.
Yeah, the media too. I mean, I played New York, so in that town you go big or you get talked about.
I just
And it
gotta
happens
taste
in
the
small
popcorn.
towns as well. It's just a harsh
I
reality.
don't
of pro
know.
sports.
Allen passes to Sexton.
No. No, I don't like that.
The pass to Rondo.
Butter and a little bit of
It's
salt.
tipped. 4 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Sexton.
Yes.
That misses. Had a chance
Thank
to tie
you.
it there.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Good on the shot.
You love MP's intensity down the paint. He doesn't let the defense throw him off.
Simmons against Sexton. .144 left here in the first quarter. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Osman's got his second bucket tonight. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn.
And it's rare to find a young big man with such an advanced skill set. Mobley can handle the ball like a small forward, has a smooth shot and great range.
And as much as Mobley helps you out in the offensive end, Greg, he can get you stops as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's got great instincts with quick reflexes that can slide his feet on the perimeter and has great timing as a shot blocker. I mean, what else do you need?
A different look now for Cleveland. Lowry Marketing comes in for Jared Allen. And it's a Coro in for Jetty Osman. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Irving. Here's a Coro, and a Coro throws it down.
making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
MP finds Simmons. Harris, bounce pass. Outside, Simmons. Back to MP. It's tipped. They get it back. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Drummond.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, I'm backed up.
And so it's Cleveland going into the... We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
I wonder, is it difficult to focus on the game when you're the subject of so many trade rumors?
I just tune out all the noise, Candace. This is exactly where I want to be. You know, I'm in.
There goes your son.
Definitely. I have a center I've been working on. He's 84 right now. However, once I get to the 250K VC, he's already repped up to a 95 as of late last night. So I'm definitely going to put it on him and put it to use. So I'll be a secondary center when my center's not there for our pro-am team. So I really appreciate that 250K coming in clutch. When I
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next, the Celtics taking on the Nets. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Brian Anderson here alongside my colleagues, Grant Hill and Chris Webber. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Jaylen Brown making his first All-Star appearance in 2021, his 5th season in the league. But you ask him, he says he's just getting started. He said, quote, "I don't have a ceiling. I'm just going to keep my head down and keep working and see where it leads me."
Year after year, he continues to improve, Allie. And here we are, Grant, coming up on Thanksgiving. Now, when you're at the table, what's the first food you reach for?
Oh, BA, I always go for the turkey. That's the foundation of my Thanksgiving eating. You got to start with that.
The Celtics making a change here. Pritchard's checked in. Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. MP comes in for Curry.
Shooting 1.
Ever since the back half of last year, Tatum's been on fire. Now, the game has slowed down for him, so he could play faster, but now he's become nearly unstoppable.
Aldridge against Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. Tice is checked in for Williams. And a change for the Nets. Simmons is checked in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And you know, in the under 25 5 club, Grant. Some observers say they take Tatum over Doncic and others.
Well, Tatum's a big guy who's only getting bigger. His defense is almost on par now with his offense, and he has a possible MVP in his future.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
2 minutes remaining. MP against Tatum. Back to Irving. MP, the pass to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Back to MP. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. MP finds Aldridge. That one's good for 2.
You can't leave someone open on MP's squad because he's solid at recognizing the overcommitment.
It's stolen by MP. Here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Irving's got 7.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
The foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. Cornette's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in for Brown.
Into the lineup for the Nets.
1:19 left in the first. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Irving. Pritchard, no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. Back to MP. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
The Celtics have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Simmons against Tatum. Pass to Cornette. Here's Tice. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feat.
Outside Irving. From deep. Tice grabs the miss.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding how to shoot shots.
Stolen by MP. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Misses in close. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Cornette. No good. Great D that time from Aldridge.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
MP, the pass to Harris. Back to MP. It could go. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front, up 1. And the second quarter is on its way when... And getting it going again. So it's Boston going into the break, up 12. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive. It's making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in.
At the line, Jason Tatum at the line with 1 shot.
And that one falls for Tatum. Well, it seems like now every player is expected to be able to do it all, Chris. Are the days of the specialist player behind us?
I hope so, because I tell you what, you get shortchanged with the specialists. You don't put specialists in certain times. The specialists can't guard. The specialists can't shoot. The specialists, you never happen to just have a game. And that's what we're going to get back to. Game. What can you do? How can you help the team? Let's go. Let's rock.
On the floor for Brooklyn. They've got MP. Bruce Brown is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Some changes for Boston. Tice is checked in for Williams. Morgan comes in for Williams. And it's Nesmith in for Brown. And a change for the Nets. Harris is checked in. Pass to Tice. Here's Pritchard. To the wing, right side. There's Nesmith with the 3. They get it back. And finished off by Tice.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. MP, the pass to Simmons. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from the baseline.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Morgan. Let's go with a 3. That shot off. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
There's 57 seconds left in the third. Here's Pritchard. He's got 11. To the left side wing. Tatum's got room. Gets an open look and hits it. Tatum's got 9 points in the quarter.
It's amazing. Scouts were worried that Tatum would be a streaky spot-up shooter, but you see the perfect form.
Simmons is doubled. Here's MP to stop the drought. The rebound by Nesmith.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tatum against Harris. Outside Tatum. Over Harris. Rebounded by the Nets. Simmons has got 4 rebounds now from deep three-point range. And that's not going to go. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Celtics out in front, running away with it. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Celtics shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Here's Nesmith. Pass to Morgan. Here's Cornette. Oh, and makes it with a kiss.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, and then for the Brooklyn Nets, Joe Harris out there with Blake Griffin. Then it's MP, and it's Sharp in it to 5. MP right side. Griffin outside. Clock at 6. Here's MP. Rebound Boston. Here's Nesmith. It's stolen by MP. And for the Celtics, to the inside. Blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession.
Next ball. Now into the lineup for the Celtics, Marcus Smart.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. MP. Here's Sharp. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. 3 on 3. Here's Smart. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
Also, you can see how they've gotten after it on D. The steal numbers are something they have to be proud of.
MP finds Griffin. 5 to shoot. Here's Thomas. 3-pointer off the mark. Boston on offense. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Griffin outside. Pass to Harris. Here's Thomas for 3. That's that falls. Nice setup by Harris. Thomas has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Smart against Irving. Outside, Williams. Pass to Tatum. Here's Brown. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
He can go inside, he can shoot it, he can dominate on the fast break. And tonight, Brown is doing it all.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Celtics.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And what a huge performance it was for Jaylen Brown.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
Looking to get it going, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
And the drive MP has is evident. This is a player that wants to be great and willing to do whatever it takes.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Harris has checked in for Brooklyn. You know, if you put Marcus Smart in a power forward's body, it might be Grant Williams.
Williams is physical. I mean, he's versatile, willing to make the sacrifice. He's got some Draymond and some P.J. Tucker. Good ingredients for a successful career.
Here's Cornette. And no good. The Nets go the other way with it. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Back to MP. Pass to Claxton. Here's Thomas. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports.
There goes your son.